Hello. The Liberal Democrat administration has faced very significant challenges in the last 2 years, with considerable service pressures, particularly in adult and children's social care needs and children's special educational needs. And these have dramatically stretched our finances. It is quite clear that councils across the country are not funded properly. Government grants are being trimmed year after year. We currently spend 64 pence in every pound we spend on these vital services to support our most vulnerable residents. We do not and will not choose to cut those services to fill more potholes or the like, but perhaps more on those later. So, faced with such financial challenges, this administration has had to get very involved in improving and transforming the way the council works, doing things smarter and better, and with much more pace and energy. As examples, we've improved our recruitment rate by 29% in the last 6 months by simplifying the application process and reducing the number of people dropping out of the process by 40%, using social media better and developing a dedicated careers website leading to a 90% increase in visitors, as well as developing our own excellent employee value proposition. We relaunched an internal recruitment referral scheme, which has supported the council to fill some of our hardest to fill roles in planning, ecology and taxation. 7 referrals since the relaunch and saving us expensive agency fees in certain cases. We also won the Large Employer Award from Berkshire Training Consortium for the provision of 130 apprenticeships throughout the council. We have made significant savings by reducing the number of temporary workers from 270 down to 115 and converting 59 temporary workers to permanent employees. This has led to an annual reduction of nearly £6 million in temporary worker costs. Vital savings that have had a huge impact on our ability to respond to essential service demands. These things matter. And staff turnover has fallen from nearly 15% to just under 13%, fulfilling our manifesto commitment to make West Berkshire Council an employer of choice. We have revitalised the senior management team, recruiting a new Chief Executive Officer and new Executive Directors of Adult Social Care and Children's Services, supported by 8 newly appointed Service Directors. That is 10 senior appointments out of 14 posts at Service Director level. And all those appointments are helping make this council stronger, more ambitious and better. So what will the public have seen as a result of this large body of internal work? Firstly, better support for our vulnerable residents. We have opened a new family unit at Walnut House in Thatcham, where families with difficulties can meet in a nice environment. We have repurposed Walnut Close in Thatcham to provide a temporary accommodation unit. In January, before this unit opened, we had 36 children in bed and breakfast accommodation. As of the end of this week, we will have none. Our adult social care service was assessed by the Care Quality Commission as good. A very challenging inspection. This is impressive, and I congratulate our officers on this achievement. We are supporting residents with their health and have rolled out the Community Wellness Outreach Service across West Berkshire, giving vulnerable people checkups, picking up physical health risks and offering health advice and treatment. And we have launched a new £90,000 Let's Get Mindful fund for projects supporting people with their mental health challenges as well. We're investing in our young people and schools. Falkland Primary Classroom rebuild was approved and is underway. The Keeble Unit outdoor space for children with disabilities was opened. We provided new classrooms for Castle School, which was rated outstanding by Ofsted, and for Willink School. We've improved children's mental health support and SEND provision, opening the Castle at Thiel School and SEMH facility at Kennet Valley Primary. We built a new eye college at Badgers Hill. And as a result of all this effort, hard work 99% of children in West Berkshire have been offered one of their primary school preferences, with 94% being given their first choice of school. Our deep commitment to look after children continues. We launched a new foster carers recruitment campaign, resulting in 6 new carers in place and another 7 being onboarded, with a further 27 kinship families recruited, a projected 166% increase in carers for 25-26. 83% of children, 189 in foster care, are now with West Berkshire foster carers, making a very real difference to many children's long-term outcomes. Our public protection partnership, assessed by an external peer review last year, is performing well and delivering high quality outcomes for residents and businesses, has recovered or prevented the loss of around £400,000 for residents that have been scammed. We've investigated nearly £1.5 million worth of fraud and unfair trading cases and seized counterfeit goods with a retail value of many hundreds of thousands of pounds. And the West Berks Community Alcohol Partnership was awarded the Spotlight Award for exceptional youth education on the dangers of alcohol in conjunction with Newbury College. We are improving public facilities, roads, homes, transport and leisure. To date, we have helped provide 460 new affordable accommodation homes across the district, on our path to creating 1,000 such homes by 2030 as we committed to in our manifesto. We are achieving at pace. We have brought football back to Faraday Road, opened the refurbished Lido, spent nearly £5 million on Northcroft Leisure Centre, opened the Hungerford Modular Dance Studio, refurbished the Kennet Sports Centre, and are currently installing a 3G pitch at Cotswold Leisure Centre in the east of the district. We have increased leisure centre attendance and membership, and all these improvements have helped West Berkshire improve its ranking to the 5th highest of 317 local authorities for the percentage of adults classified as active. That's impressive. We are making roads safer and have reduced the depth at which potholes qualify for repair, 50 millimetres down to 40 millimetres, meaning over 600 additional potholes will be filled per year. 3,087 were filled in 2024. And our investment in our highways means that nationally our roads are in the top 29% for A roads, top 16% for B and C roads, and top 10% for unclassified roads, such as estate roads. We resurfaced over 42 kilometres of our roads last year, and this will grow to over 60 kilometres in this municipal year. We introduced a 20-mile-per-hour speed limit within Thiel in agreement with residents, and we're accelerating this programme across the district, with another 14 to be introduced in towns and villages this financial year. And we introduced new and on-demand bus services to help tackle rural isolation. And we are protecting the environment. Solar panels are being installed on council and council partner assets at Padworth Household Waste Recycling Centre and Kennet Leisure Centre. And we are the first local authority in the country to map the route to net zero. The Graiseley Solar Farm, which is coming on stream this year, will help power us on to that target. And I am reiterating our commitment to achieving carbon neutrality for this council by 2030 as promised in our manifesto. We will get there. We have pioneered Turbocharge, the first council in the UK to do so, with 13 installed to date, with an additional 72 EV charging points across the district installed or in progress. Our Newtown Road Household Waste Recycling Centre was awarded Top Tip Award by the Local Authority Recycling Advisory Committee, and our overall recycling rates have increased to 53.4%, moving us from 84th out of 320 councils in the 2022 league tables to 49th in 2024, putting your council in the top 15% of councils across England. We've introduced coffee pod and vape recycling. Plastic pots, tubs and trays, as well as batteries, are now collected at the curbside. And 56% of residents now pay less for their green bin than before we came to power. £2.4 million is being invested to safeguard our precious local chalk streams. And an extra £1 million has been invested in drainage schemes and flood risk mitigation across the district. We have also launched the Kennet and Avon Canal Towpath Improvement Programme, making it much more accessible to more of the community. We have 3 overarching principles, as you will see written large in our refurbished reception area when you come into the council. Customer focused, integrity and fairness in all we do. And it was that fairness that led to us refunding nearly £400,000 to people who were wrongly charged the community infrastructure levy on their home building projects. We are the only council to have rectified this dreadful injustice, and I hope there are many more councils who do the right thing and put this right across the country. We introduced a service catalogue to town and parish councils, empowering them to keep their libraries open for longer, or have a pop-up library installed, or to take over litter and dog bin emptying and hedge trimming, and generally provide the service that suits their community best. We have completed, or are in the process of completing, 57 of 87 manifesto pledges. That is 65% of what we promised to do, and we've done it within the first 2 years. And finally, on a lighter note, we've contributed twice to bringing Paddington Bear to Newbury, the home of his creator, Michael Bond. This Liberal Democrat administration is delivering at pace and driving change across all areas of the council. We're demanding a great deal from our senior managers. I thank all of them and all of our staff for the work they are doing and their commitment. I say to them, be proud of what you do here and know that we want what you want, the very best for our residents. Our ambitions are vast and our determination is boundless. We have a lot more to do. Watch this space. Thank you very much indeed.